Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. You were all probably thinking she's a minute late. You could be right. I had to get ready today, and I had to take some phone calls. And when you get phone calls from the doctor's office, I don't know, I think everybody's trying to help me with my taxes because she had a Russian accent. So I kept hanging up on her because I thought she was going to say, I can help you with your taxes. I don't have any tax problem. Now I do have a tax. I have to get rid of her. And you got to take care of yourself. I got to tell you something. I don't know where I'm from, but I got to tell you, people get sick there and get the strangest things. My mother had an aneurysm that sealed itself. Now, how crazy is that? And I take her out of the hospital before the surgery. They want to give her brain surgery. She's like, I don't want any brain surgery. And they shaved off her hair and everything. And I get her out of this hospital 2:30 in the morning to get her to Columbia Presbyterian in New York. So I go from New Jersey to New York. And you'll never believe what they were going to operate on. I've told this story before. It was a hair that had fallen on the x-ray of the x-ray technician. I know. Oh, my God, it looks terrible on an x-ray. Can you imagine? They have it marked of where it is, but once I got to the other place and they did the other. So that's crazy. So that happened. But it just happened to so many people. I just think it's just, it was called Silk City because we did textiles, but now I'm thinking, like, my girlfriend's up for a double lung transplant. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, guys, if you got privates with me, you got to, yeah, she's not holding her breath on you either, but she's watching and she's having a good time watching. And I just want to tell you, she's the queen of me getting ass whoopings as a kid. So I had this strange way of having fun. I used to play horrible practical jokes. And that's why God's punished me and I have a broken ankle and a broken hand and all that because people have broken things because of my practical jokes. So Dee Dee is my girlfriend's name. And so I tell Dee Dee, let's get Mr. Romery. He's the oil guy. And my mother used to let him sleep downstairs, and I get this great idea to tie his shoelaces together. But I don't want to stop there. I have to cover his glasses first with Vaseline and then put baby powder on them. So I have her helping me the entire way, and I tell her, whatever you do, don't tell my mother, because she's the queen of ass whippings, and so is Dee Dee's mother. Horrible. Oh, my God, we were whipped like slaves. And, I mean, I would be a horrible slave. I'd be complaining constantly. Oh, my God, I would be complaining. I have to do this again? I can't do this. All I know is that when this man got up and fell on his face, I say to Dee Dee, just sleep, make believe you're asleep. And the first thing she says, my mother goes, Sundalin, and opens the door, and Dee Dee says, she made me do it. So we both got our asses whipped. So that was the story of that ass whip. Poor Mr. Romery. Poor Mr. Romery. I didn't mean to do that to him. And then I played another joke on another guy. We had the freezer that used to open on the top. So I told this guy, you dropped something, and he didn't. And he bent down, he came back up, and he hit his head. And I thought that was so fucking funny. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was funny. And before that, I had my cousin take a pole, a brass pole, and stick it in a socket without a light. And the electricity came down, and he threw it down. All the lights went out. My aunt, who was developmentally disabled, slips, falls, breaks her ankle. I'm dangerous. Like, they should have known. The only thing I didn't do was kill animals. And when I killed the squirrel, it was accident. I smothered it. It was terrible. I shouldn't have had a squirrel in my house, in my bed. Now I have birds. It's a whole other story. But I want to tell you that this place wouldn't be here without the help of so many people. And I got to thank you, my husband, first and foremost, Mark, because you're going to kill me. I got to get back home. You know I got to get back home. And I just want to say to everybody from Jeff's tribute last night, yeah, we're here, we're live, and you guys got to come down. It was very, very nice last night. You know, that was just crazy that he died like that. You know that he died, right?
Who died?
Not Jeff Ross.
No, sorry.
No. Oh, my God. I'm in so much shit as it is with everybody. No. Oh, my God. What's in the Penguin? What's his name already? You made me forget. About it right now. Are you crazy? Do you know they have me? Listen, I'm on a marquee. It's a picture of a marquee, and it has Bob Saget, Ralphie May, Richard Jenny, and Sunda. I'm the last comic standing. That's crazy to see that. So never mind all that, because marquees mean shit. Okay? At the end of the day, you got to put in hard work, and that's what this dream team does. Over here, you've got Samantha Linderman, your comedy concierge, and Jennifer Flores, your social media manager, and the director of your acting program, the one and only Aaron McIntyre. There we go. So that's what we do here is that we do things for people. You have a podcast you want to get done. You don't know how you want to do it. You come here. You don't have a guest or you want to be interviewed on a podcast. See, people know how that works. They say, what is that? And everybody, I love when people say, everybody and their mother has a podcast. All right. Are they on iHeartRadio? You know what I mean? Right. My shit is, you know what I'm saying? Whether I want it to be or not, you know what I mean? And please do catch my Amazon special while it's still on, because it's still on and it's an hour long and I don't have an hour in me anymore. Oh, it's called Sunda Kronquist Live from Hollywood. And the next one will be live from Patterson if I survive. Every time I go, there's something. There's a shooting. Oh my God. Just like, woo, like you hear, woo, like that. And over here, you're, woo, he's coyotes, and I got bullets. Bullets and coyotes. Jeez, I can't win. And then I got to go back to the land of Shemaya Bang. That's where she's from. She's from there. She's from there. But we're not going to bring her up first. I'm not going to do that today. I want to bring up somebody else first. I want to bring up a gentleman who sat there with me through so many moments of my perils as a comedian, because he, as a teacher as well, as a coach as well, knows what we go through up here. I might be great as a comedian, but ask me to memorize something, and I cannot tell you that I'm going to do that right away. I can't. But I learned something from this person that in acting, if you keep thinking about your memorization, you got a problem, because it's like a Jewish conversation. You're just waiting for your next line, and it shows. Like that. It shows, right? For real. I've seen that when you're acting with your people. You're like, oh, God, I hate that. When they're like, you're just like, wait till we get to Temple. All right. I'm going to introduce to you the one and only Aaron McIntyre from the Film Actors Cafe.
Give me a hug, you baby. Woo, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little, thank you. I'm going to give you a little tip about acting. Just what she was talking about. A lot of times when people are working on scripts together, they're reading together, what they'll do is they'll read to each other. So they're sitting there and they read their line, and while the other person's talking, they're reading their line, and you're not getting any kind of connection. So what you do is you look at it, instead of looking at it like you're looking at a script, you look at it like you're reading a book for yourself. Because when you're reading a book for yourself, you're not thinking about the words. You're reading the sentence. You're getting what it is. It says, the lumberjack walked into the dark cabin and the fire was blazing in the fireplace. You get an image of that, right? You're not going, the fireman, going word by word, right? The other thing is that why are you reading along with the person who's talking to you? Why don't you just listen to them? Because if I listen to you and you say a line to me, I'm going to be hearing what you're saying, and I'm going to start forming an opinion about what that is, so my reaction's going to be natural. That's a little tidbit there, huh? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for blaspheming the LA School of Comedy with my list, and whoever died, I hope you're happy. Thank you. Thank you. It was just a name I'd heard, and I was trying to play along. I don't know. We were talking. You were talking also about the deaths of the pets. You killed your pet. Yeah, my daughter killed her pet as well, and didn't tell us for 3 days. No. Yeah. We had a little hamster. We got it. We went down to get her hamster at Petco, and the guy goes, "Yeah, well, we got this one that somebody returned. You can have that for free." And I was like, "Hey, I got a $10 pony when I was 8, so hey, a free hamster. Shit, this is gonna be great." So we took it home, and of course, every time you'd reach in, the little hamster would go and like bite you. It was a dwarf. It was called a dwarf hamster. So it was really small, but he'd like bite you. So we named him Nipper. And we had one of those plastic balls that you put the hamsters in, and they get to run around and stuff like that. So my daughter picks it up and drops it with the hamster in it. And we thought the hamster was dead, but after a little while, his back legs started to move, and then his front legs, and then he got up, and then he was okay. He was just knocked out, had a little hamster concussion. But then I don't know what happened, but the thing died, and we didn't find out for 3 days because she didn't tell us. I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to know. Anyway, yeah, it's not that funny, but it's okay. I would like to take a moment and give it up for all the white people who work at Panda Express, because they're doing the Lord's work there, Because I have to say, as a bald white man, The blacks and the Hispanics, they're pushing me down, man. They're taking my jobs. I'm telling you, taking my jobs. Because I want all those jobs. I have to say, if there's any white people out there who can't get a job, you're either really lazy or really stupid. Because anybody can get a job. You can go out and get a job if you apply yourself, right? And nobody's going to go, oh, I'm sorry, you're white. You can't work at McDonald's. Sorry. You know, a lot of, everybody's heard of the incels. We were just talking about them a little while ago, the incels, you know. I am a purposel. So purposel is a purposeful celibate. I'm purposefully celibate because I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore because I'm the best lover I have ever had. I don't need anyone else. I can make it quick. I can make it slow. I can take as much time as I want. Or, you know, if it's, I got someplace to go, I got a shower to get into, I'm just going to bang that thing out right away, and I can do that. Because I have a mind that has an imagination. And talk about the number of women I've slept with over the last few years that way. Whew. Talking about that, I do have a couple of really good relationships going right now. There are three. I've got three. Yeah. Yeah. What are you saying back there, Brandon? You giving me shit back there, motherfucker? Don't you be giving me no shit, motherfucker. I kick your ass. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I've had a really, really torrid relationship with my bidet. Got that about a year ago, and it's going pretty well, you know. She did, you know, we really nice tickling and stuff that goes on there, and you know, it's very intimate. She's very warm because she does have a heater, and the other two relationships, it's getting a little rocky because one of them's with Siri and the other one's Alexa, and every time I say, Alexa, turn on the light, Siri goes, who's Alexa? They started talking to each other. I actually did come up with an idea. I want to see what you think about this. I had an idea for an app that would go on Alexa or Siri or whatever. It would be called Pillow Talk. And it would be an app where you could come home and you could talk to your Siri. And you could, like, program in what your Siri does for a living. Like, you know, nuclear scientist. Or Panda Express cashier. And then you could lay down at night and go, so, Alexa, how was your day? And she'd be able to go, well, we had this one customer who came in, and he asked for the Kung Pao chicken, and we didn't have any more left, and he got really upset. Oh, honey, that's terrible. I know. And then, and it'd be great, right? You could have a nice little conversation. You know, it'd be good for married people because married people never talk, right? Unless they're arguing. That's what I'm... let's see here. What else was I thinking about? I do chores to feel like I'm something. I do, because if I don't do it, I feel like a garden gnome, which is my next thing. That's the parts I'm going up for now, is old prospector. I'm going to be old prospector or garden gnome or bridge troll. Those three, I think I'm a... yes, I'm right in there. I've been doing a lot of method acting around the bridge troll stuff, coming up with riddles and things like that. Wow, that's fast. Let's see here. I'm going to go through the songs because I got 2 minutes. 70s people, if you've ever heard the songs from the 70s, we were so depressed. We were such incredibly downer people. We had songs about people killing each other, eating each other, sisters killing the wife of her brother and blaming it on the big brother, on the friend, and I mean it was just Shannon, a song. Shannon has gone out to sea. Beautiful song. It was about a frickin' dog who drowned. I mean, this was a dog who drowned. Alone Again, Naturally. alone. My mother died, my father died, and I was all alone. Oh, poor baby. The other one was Seasons in the Sun. Somebody brought that. I had that on my list too, but I didn't bring it up. Seasons in the Sun is about a guy who's dying and going around and saying goodbye to everybody. It's like, goodbye, Michelle, please pray for me. It's just, it was terrible. Shannon, Honey, about a woman who's dead, and now Indiana Wants Me, a guy who's murdered somebody and he's on the run. Patches. Remember Patches? Patches, I'm depending on you, son. I tried to do my best. It's about a guy's dad who's dying. It's terrible. Cats in the Cradle. And then Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I swear to God, a song about a ship that sank in the fucking, what was it, the Lake Michigan. It's just a ship that sank. I mean, it's a whole song. Billy, Don't Be a Hero. Run, Joey, Run. God, it was terrible back then. Yes, I was born in the mid-1900s, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how we rolled. My name is Aaron McIntyre. Thank you very much. We do have classes here Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Just show up. That'd be tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, show up, sit in, work on some scripts, see if you like it. It'll be fun, I promise. And also, Cinda was talking about the podcast. We also do remote podcasts. So if you have a really nice living room or a really nice setup in your house and you want to do a podcast from your house and you don't want to come here, we do that as well. So give us a call down here at the LA School of Comedy. And now I'm going to bring up the fabulous Sunda Kernquist.
Goodbye, Papa. It's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the skies. Oh, my God. Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Daddy, please don't. We're going to get married. My father would come out like, yeah. Mine was like the night Chicago died. Daddy was a wop on the east side of Jersey. That's what it was. Fuck a cop.
Doesn't she end up getting shot by her father?
I don't remember. I went to Catholic school. They took Billy Joel out of the jukebox because he said Catholic girls start much too late. They took it out of the jukebox. Debbie Feeney was already pregnant. Did I say that? I know, because her dad called my mama drunk. All right, so these things happen in life, and you get all upset, but it's okay, because you know something? We are here for so much fun, and I give to thee, the one and only, Mr. Armando Yee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We've got some beautiful voices in here. We've got some beautiful voices. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening. You guys know I love to say a nice good evening. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Although some people do find it creepy. They do find it creepy. They're like, good evening. Why does this guy sound like he's about to sell me a coffin? Like, good evening. Can I please interest you in this 5'6" beautiful Mexican mahogany casket? But I like the way that it sounds. I think it elevates many. But good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. I think it's still early enough in the year to say Happy New Year. Yes. And Aaron, speaking of Panda Express, so much got me thinking about Panda Express. Got me a little hungry, first of all. Good thing I had a couple of tacos just a second ago. But I knew it was going to be a great year immediately when I go to Panda Express and they served me the fresh batch of orange chicken. Yes, yes. To me, that wasn't fast food. That's an omen. Yeah, that's like the year saying, relax, it's going to be a good one this year. Typically, Aaron and I, or maybe you go to the Panda Express, they serve you something that looks like it's been sitting there since the first Harry Potter film. Not this time. Not this time. Orange chicken comes out, glossy, steamy, beautiful. The most beautiful orange chicken I've ever seen. And to me, that's how a lot of people forecast their year by astrology. Maybe they look a little manifestation, maybe a little journaling. No, to me, if the Panda Express orange chicken is good, it's a sign that it's going to be a phenomenal year. It's going to be a great 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Yes. Over the break, I had the opportunity to see my uncles, and I got to tell you, my uncles are crazy now. They watch one YouTube video, and they think they know everything. Just one YouTube video, yes. No comments, no sources, just a guy in a lab coat being like, they don't want you to know this. And my uncles are like, yeah, yeah. And in my household, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. There's just whoever can scream their opinions the loudest until it gets accepted. Yeah. At my dinner tables, it's one uncle being like, "We're gonna secede," and we're like, "All right, we're seceding. We're seceding." If you yell loud enough, you don't just win the argument in my household. You get promoted. Yes, you get promoted, and that's why all my uncles are experts in quantum mechanics, finance, finance, geopolitics. Yes, we don't do fact checks in my household. We do volume checks. That's what we do. Yes, thank you. I got to tell you, as a Latino man here in Los Angeles, yes, well, thank you very much. A Latino man. I love, Shumaya, thank you very much for the Latino man. I appreciate that very much. Yes. I'm not going to talk about ICE right now because it's a sensitive subject. You know that I've been having to announce that I'm a U.S. citizen everywhere that I go more often than ever before. Yeah, at hotspots like a Target, I put everybody at ease immediately. I say, relax, everybody, U.S. citizen, not here for jobs, here for socks. But really, I wanted to touch on a very important subject to me, and that is the street corner fruit vendors that are standing on the corners under the bright rainbow umbrellas, those street corners. I love them, but every week I feel they get more and more gangsta looking. They get more and more gangsta looking. I'm walking down the street and one of them, bloodshot eyes, face tatted, rocking a Raiders hoodie, standing on the street corner. He's like, "Hey, mango." I'm like, whoa. I'm not sure if this guy's trying to sell me fruit or he's about to rob me. Seriously. Seriously. And of course, these guys aren't selling fruit. They're moving fruit. They move fruit. Yeah. Finally get the courage. I'm like, "How much?" He's like, "Cuánto traes?" How much you got? I'm like, wait a tick. That's not bilingual customer service. That's a background check he's doing on me. Doing a background check. These guys have one table, one umbrella, and one knife that's definitely been mentioned in court. Yes, and no, that knife doesn't come from William Sonoma. That knife has a nickname and has been used. The way they cut fruit, like a mobster counts money. Fast, aggressive, no waste. I'm watching him like, yeah, that mango knows what it did. Give it to him. Yeah. But I got to tell you, the crazy part is that fruit is always amazing. The fruit is always amazing. I've had bad dates. I've had bad relationships, bad sushi, bad sex. But I've never had bad street fruit, ever. Yeah, ever. Yeah. And to me, that tells me something. It tells me that these guys don't fall into fruit. It's like they pivot. They wake up one morning, they're like, crimen, risky, fruta, recession-proof. And recession-proof. And in all honesty, if this society collapses with everything going on, Venezuela, Greenland, the tariffs, if society collapses, I'm not following the politicians. I am following the guys that can protect me and know how to arrange fruit beautifully in a clear plastic box. Yes, because those guys are survivors. They're warriors. Yes, I love my fruit. Can we please just give it up for the fruit vendors, please? Yeah, fruit vendors. That's a wonderful job as well. I also did see my grandmother over the break, and you know that I love my grandmother. She's 83 years of age, and she still loves to get crunk. Yeah, she loves to cut the beer. And at this point, I'm not sure it's just beer. I think she's using it as her vitamins and supplements. Yeah. I say, "Abuelita, grandmother, did you take your meds today?" And she turns and looks at me and she's like, "Yes, sí, mijo, yes. I just took 2 cold ones with lime." Say, 2 cold ones with lime, abuelita, it's 10 a.m. And she loves to cook. I got to tell you, she loves to cook. She'll be making carne asada. She'll add tecate beer. Frijoles beans, she'll add tecate. In Spanish, we have something called a pastel, cake of 3 milks. She added a 4th milk. What did she add? Tecate beer, yeah. Sometimes she'll be taking care of the kids. I walk in, she's got the banda music playing. She's got a toddler in one hand. And I walk in and she gives the Spanish version of the up, down, center. And I step in. I'm not sure if she's taking care of the kids or it's a quinceañera. It's that lively of an environment. Craziest thing that I got to tell you is most of us will put the kids to sleep. We'll read them a little bedtime story, a little fairy tale. She'll just read whatever's on the beer can. She'll be like, "Once upon a time, proudly brewed in Mexico since 1943. And all the kids are like, "Wow, abuelita, tell us that one again about the cerveza con carácter, the beer with character." I love my grandmother. She can have a pen in one hand, a toddler in the other, and somehow she can manage to open a beer can with her denture. Like more than abuelita, she's la super abuelita, la mujer maravilla de Tecate. No, you didn't know what that means. She's a wonderful woman. I am still fairly young, but I've been having to take a lot more vitamins, a lot more pills on a weekly basis. And half the time, I don't even know what they're for anymore. They've got crazy names. They've got crazy names like echinacea, lion's mane, ashwagandha. I'm not sure if I'm taking supplements or auditioning Pokemon. Yes. But I take them. Somebody at the gym is like, this is going to get you strong. It's going to give you brain clarity. I'm like, perfect. I'll take 12. Give them to me. And, yeah, the pills are humongous. They're humongous pills. Good evening. How are you, ma'am? Welcome. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. Wonderful. Yes. Woo. Give it up for our wonderful person here. Yeah, the pills are humongous. They're humongous pills. Sometimes I'm like, if I swallow these, I'm not going to need lunch or dinner. I'm going to need a vet. They're so big. But here's the thing. These pills, I don't know if they make a difference. I don't know if they work. But you know what? If the Reddit community says they work, I'm like, say less, perfect strangers. I trust you entirely with my metabolism and my cardiovascular health. Most mornings, you can find me in my kitchen being like, ashwagandha, I choose you. And then I pop them in. Yeah. I will say, a lot of people say Armando Yi. Yi is my last name. They say, Yi, you don't look like a Yi. What is that? Is that Korean? Is that Filipino? Is that non-binary pronoun? No, it's Chinese. I'm Mexican Chinese. I'm Mexinese. Mexinese. And a lot of people say, Armando, what is Chinese about you? What's the most Chinese part of your body? And I always say in a robotic voice, I say, what is Chinese about you? The most Chinese part of my body is my brain. I can calculate things very quickly. I can calculate how many tacos I can eat before I pass out. Thank you. I can also calculate the tax tip and how much free chips and salsa I can get before they start charging me. Yes. Growing up in a Mexican-Chinese household, as you can imagine, we had some very exotic meals. We'd have wonton caldo. We'd have things like, wonton caldo. We had burritos with fortune cookies inside. I wasn't sure if it was dessert or if it was some sort of warning. Yes. But I will say I was born and raised in San Diego, California, and I grew up in Tijuana, Mexico, and I'd have to cross the border every single day. Yeah, crossing the border every day, you become bilingual very quickly, ma'am. Yes. You learn Spanish, English, and Border Patrol small talk. Border Patrol small talk is real. Some of the first English I ever learned happened at the border, and I will leave you with that. Happy New Year, everybody. I want to wish you, thank you very much. I'm going to bring up the one and only Sunda Krunkas. Thank you very much. No worries. And if I just may say happy MLK Day today, by the way. Happy MLK Day, yes.
You like my post?
Yes.
I hope so. Did anybody see Blueprint? Anybody? You ever seen the speech Blueprint from Dr. King? I was trying to tell my husband about it, but I found it. And you have to hear it because we are performers. And it was just, I don't know, I know it's not for comedians or anything like that, but he just was so unbelievably invigorating. And speaking of invigorating, I'm going to bring up Mark Zaffin right now, just to shake things up a bit. Is that okay? Can you do that? Come on, shake it up. Hey, come to our house. They're always talking. They're always talking, yelling, screaming. And he's not even Italian.
Yeah, I watched Blueprint today.
He's great.
Dr. King is probably one of the greatest geniuses of the 20th and 21st century.
Yes.
No question about it. Not only that, he was prescient. I'm sorry I'm not telling jokes. There was nothing joking about what he was saying, but it was brilliant. And everybody has to find it on YouTube and watch this particular speech. Everything Dr. King said then in 1962 has come true today. And it's a blueprint for the way people should be living their lives today. And I just want to say that after watching that, I then had to watch Don Lemon, not my favorite person, attacking people in their place of worship just because he posted on some video that the pastor was a member of ICE, still not proven. But Dr. King said things that were just fascinating. Then, of course, I spent the rest of the afternoon following it up with watching the David Susskind interview of Dr. King. And you listen to Dr. King and you say to yourself, shit, shame he wasn't president instead of Obama. Well, that being said, I had this problem. I had to get my knee replaced. And I went to the doctor, and I never bothered to ask the price, which goes into another whole routine as to what's wrong with healthcare in America. But what really comes down to added network billing. So as they're pushing me along the system, get this blood test, get this MRI, get this scan, all this stuff. So I go in for my final test. I bring nobody with me this time. All right. I go by myself. I'm supposed to just get, tested and EKG and everything. All of a sudden, I'm finding out I have a heart problem, according to the primary care doctor. Sends me across the parking lot because, out in the valley, they're all clustered together. Thousands of doctors in one place. One Tomahawk missile strike. Do them all in. Anyhow, takes me across to the cardiologist. The cardiologist puts me, looks at me. They do the first EKG and said, all right, come back this day for your tests. First test they give me is they had to take a picture of my heart. But that was the easy one. All right. Then I went to the next test. I took my wife. Because, if you're a Jewish man or any married man, you must take your wife. Because if you come back, no matter what you say, even if you have it in writing, they're going to call you a liar. The results have to be lied about. So I take Sunda to the cardiologist, and they give me the first test, which requires, them shooting me up with radioactivity. I'm glowing like a motherfucker. But then they tell me to come back in an hour because they wanted to leave my system so they don't get exposed. And then we go to Subway. This is the problem with all these medical plazas. In the back of the Subway is a man vomiting into a bag. I say something to the people at Subway. They say it happens all the time here. He said, you're lucky. All right? They do worse. So Sunda, of course, can't eat her Subway sandwich. Thank God it was lunch later. We then get back to the house. We then back to the doctor to give me another test, and I have to come back the day after next. Day after next, I bring my daughter Aviva. I don't want her calling me a liar, all right? So I bring Aviva, all right, and we're sitting down there. They're getting ready to shoot me up with the isotope. That's what the radioactive thing is. It's an isotope. One day I'll tell you a story about isotopes and the nuclear accelerator I was working on in New York City. They did put it in, by the way. Anyhow, we go in there, and the tech turns around to Aviva and goes, are you pregnant? My daughter's getting ready to fight. She thought this man was making a comment about her weight. And he said, no, it ain't all of that. He said, because if you're pregnant, you can't be in here. And she said, well, why did you ask me first? My baby can come out looking like Aaron. Bald and all that. Anyhow, we come back. I have to come back again to get the results. So this time I bring Sunda. All right? I bring Sunda because, she's going to tell me I'm lying. We get there. She's asking all kinds of questions, and we get the results. And the doc, basically, my heart's pumping fine. She's listening and saying, shit, I thought he was dead already. Anyhow, the doctor gets me alone and says, you can get your knee done? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah. He goes, do you realize how difficult it would have been for you to recover with all that weight on you? So it basically came down to the weight. And he said, you have to lose the weight, which is great because now I'm getting the Ozempic for $25 a shot. So the next time I have to come back, I come back with my daughter. They got me on the Ozempic, and I lost weight. But here's Tova, all right? This is the last visit to the cardiologist until the next month. And Tova says, I'm going to tell on you. What do you mean you're going to tell on me? I've been a good boy. No, I'm going to tell him you're not exercising enough. I said, for God's sakes, Tova, my knee does hurt. I'm working. I got this new Rejuvicare, the Rejuvenate thing. I'm trying to get it done, without the operation because I do not want that Harvard-educated schmuck to walk away with $50K. All right. So I bring Tova, and she's going to tell the doctor. She told him, and the doctor said, yeah, we know. So, all matter of fact, we get home. I take her shopping at Gelson's because that's the routine now. We go to the cardiologist, shop at Gelson's, best supermarket in L.A. Because no offense, if you have to go to the Ralph's over here, it used to be all the Jewish food you can get. Now it's all Asian. And Chinese kids eat like American kids, except more shit. Their frozen food has to be vile. Terrible stuff. Anyhow, that's UCLA for you. So here I am. I decided, I'm going to have to lose weight. So I've been watching the news and watching the Supreme Court, and I said, I'm not fat anymore. My image is that I am now skinny. And you all got to believe my delusion. Because if you don't believe my delusion, you're taking away my identity rights. Because I now identify as skinny. When I look in the mirror now, I see myself as skinny, despite the fact that I am shooting myself up once a week with Ozempic. I'm skinny. And my new programs are slim and slats. And if you don't call me slim and slats, I'm going to get you for misgendering me. What do you think? You could be anything you want today. I really have a lot of faith. She got a raw deal in Rachel Dolezal. Does anybody remember Rachel Dolezal? That was the woman who did the same thing. Before anybody else, Rachel decided she was not going to change her gender, she was going to change her race. She told everybody, I'm black. I am an African American, and you got to believe it. Not only that, she was president of the local NAACP for 10 years until somebody decided to out her. All she had to do was hold on for 4 more years. In 4 years, she would have idiots testifying in front of the Congress. Well, she might have been assigned the color black at birth. That's not her real race, She's now white. Well, she was assigned the color of white at birth, but she actually is black. And then have some senator say, "You're really kidding, aren't you?" I mean, biology is biology. Well, it depends on the context. There is no context. All right? You're either one thing or the other thing. Of course, you can be mixed. But you know what they say, one drop of black blood, then they won't let you on their show. You know that. Ain't nothing like a black comic cutting everybody else out. They're good at it. White comics are worse. Somebody mentioned Jeff Ross. Less said, the better. I've known him many years. All right? I have less to say about all of them the more I know them. But, it's funny, when Sunda's career started up, we used to go to Laugh Factory and take pictures of the marquee and send them to her aunts. So they would admit that she's actually working in Hollywood as a comedian. Because they didn't believe it. They wanted her to be a lawyer. They used to call her a failure, tell all kinds of first television show, made no difference. And her aunt turned around and goes, "Well, you're not a lawyer." And look at Cheryl Howard's daughter. Well, goddamn, she was a Nepo babe. Her father was Elston Howard Jr. Elston Howard. We don't talk very much about the Elston Howards. Anyhow, that being said, we took a picture one day, and she was talking about it. Yeah, Bob Saget, nice guy, loved his routine about cocaine. How much of it he did, all right? But he also used to do a routine about every time. Remember, mailmen used to come more than once a day. He said there was a steady troop of them coming to his house with residual checks. That man had more residual money than anybody in America. Between Full House and America's Home Videos, he said it was like the owls in Hogwarts. It kept cutting. They used to jam up his little thing at the front. Ralphie May. Yeah, speaking of Ozempic, Ralphie would have done very well, except they would have needed 10 milligram shots. Everybody else gets 0.5. And Ralphie had a girlfriend who was a chubby chaser. Who else was on that? Oh, God. The platypus man himself, Richard Jeni. My wife accused me of killing Richard Jeni. Well, here I am at the Laugh Factory. The man comes over, shakes my hand, and I said, "Jesus, Richie, you're shaking like a dead fish." He says, "What's wrong with you?" Went home the next night and shot himself. But Richard Jeni was pretty incompetent at the suicide business because he shot himself and ended up in the emergency room because he didn't do a good job. And I'll leave you with one last Hollywood tale. Here I am with my wife sitting at Wolfgang's, dear departed Wolfgang's. God, do I miss their steak. And we're having a chat with Larry King. And Sundar and Larry are pretty close. And the guy sitting next to me is like craning his neck. Yeah, typical Beverly Hills. What they're talking about. Like, you shouldn't be talking to Larry King. So Larry, goes through the usual routine that I hear about me being with Sundar. Got the same thing from Bloomberg. What are you doing with this guy? All right. Right behind him, of course, was Schwarzenegger that night. We were at the Palm. All right, but when the Palm was the Palm, before everybody went to Wolfgang's, and anyhow, his wife is an evil thing, all right, and she knew he was fooling around, and so get back to the Larry King thing. The guy reaches over to Rachel, says, "Well, how do you know Larry King?" And I said, so it tells him, and then he's talking about, I represented the estate of whose estate was it? No, the one, Freddie Prinze. I said, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Well, I was doing the depositions." I said, "Yeah, he didn't really, he didn't play Russian roulette." He goes, "Well, how do you know?" I said, "Because I represent Alan Bursky." And he said, "Well, what did that mean?" I said, "Because Alan went with him because you do not play Russian roulette with an automatic." He bought an automatic, and and everybody slandered Bursky. He goes, well, what do you mean? They called him a Quaalude dealer. He was very insulted. He never sold anything but high-grade cocaine. Them's the jokes, folks.
Thank you. Where can we find you? Now you know. Now they really know I'm old. You're talking about old Jews now. And guess what? Larry King has my husband's birthday, and his last wife has my birthday. And every time I buy something in Beverly Hills, somebody would say to me, you know, Larry King's wife bought that. Larry King's wife bought that. We're bringing up somebody new for our new show. So get ready. We got a female in here, and a new female. It wasn't a great thing last night, the ha-ha for Jeff Garcia? I forgot the name all of a sudden. All of a sudden, every name came in my head. Tavares, every ex-boyfriend, Jeff. This one comes up with Ross. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. All right. This is your first time here, so I'll let you know. We welcome you. We have a light that's right there. When it goes on, it's 2 minutes. And you have 10. Let's give it up for the one and only Tamar Mary. She's got a spot tonight. She's going up. She's got her pocketbook. We're ready. All right.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Nice crowd. I was on the freeway, and I thought it was off the 101. So I'm Santa Monica 101. I'm in Southgate, but I can't see because I'm like Mrs. Magoo. You all know Mr. Magoo from like childhood. He was a blind guy who couldn't see, and he went everywhere with these thick glasses, but he was always lost. And that's me now. I can't see anything, or I couldn't tell you what freeway I was on. I got here by blind luck, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why they let me on the freeway at all. I'm lethal. One night I was going to a show in L.A., and I'm driving down the street, and there's two people there. Well, I didn't see them, and if they wouldn't have jumped, I would have hit them. That same night, I'm trying to get on the freeway, but I'm trying to go the wrong way on the freeway. It said wrong way, but I couldn't see it. I'm blind. Like, call me Mrs. Magoo is all I can say. Anyway, my name's Tamara Mary Singo, a gringo, and I like to play bingo. I love bingo, but I'm broke. Like I'm that Karen that you look at and you're thinking middle-aged Karen. No, senior Karen, and Karen's grandmother, super Karen. But I'm broke. Like I'm that kind of broke that Section 8 referred me to Section 7 broke. Working my way up to the bottom, doing my banking at the blood bank. I'm like, here, take it. Can we open a new account today? Maybe a third one. Yeah, I'm that kind of broke, you know. And I'm so broke, you guys, and I have to tell you the truth. I'm so desperate right now. I actually went for a job interview. That's how broke I am. I would attempt prostitution, you know. I'd be out there with my little sign that said, $50 or best offer. There's nothing that 20-year-olds have. You can't buy me, okay? Just look at it like this. I'm 4 surgeries away from my ideal body right now. John, if that is your real name. I'd be terrible, though. I'd be like, wait, John, don't go, man. We had a moment back there. I love you, man. We're soulmates. He'd be like, I've got to get home to my wife and kids. Your wife and kids? You're cheating on me with your wife? What? Kind of screw, you never mentioned her. I'm pregnant, though. What about the baby? Oh, wait, you said your wife's at home? She's a stay-at-home wife. She can raise the baby. How about that? You take the baby. I'd be the worst sicker. I bond too easily. I come from a long line of Southern white trash, too. Like, I do. Like, we're white trash, but we're working our way up to white trash. White trash is a step up for us. We put the white in white trash, and we're all half alcoholics. Except for me. I smoked so much weed, my DNA came back. I'm 1/2 Irish, I'm 1/4 sativa, I'm 1/4 indica. I'm related to the hybrids. But we're like Jerry Springer got kicked off Jerry Springer show white trash. Got kicked out of the projects in Carmelitos, but I'm still rolling with it, you know, because I'm older now and I live in a trailer park. And I just recently got kicked out of the trailer park. Yeah, I'm keeping it going, but I'm not as bad off as the rest of my family though, you know. My cousin's the worst of all of us, you guys. She calls me every day, same story. I love him so much. I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I used to tell her the same 3 things. Honey, he's never going to lift that restraining order. His family hates your guts. For God's sakes, quit stalking the man. He's your brother. I have a boyfriend, you know, but I'm not. Thank you. Like I used to think we have so much in common, but then I figured out I'm the workaholic, he's the alcoholic. And then I thought, wait, we do have a lot in common because we both want the same things. Somebody else. Anybody else. We pull up and he says to me, what do you want? I said, what do I want? I want world peace. I want all animal shelters to be no-kill animal shelters. I want children to be safe. He says, we're at 7-Eleven. I said, oh, and another thing, I want people to quit stealing my material. How about that? Quit stealing my jokes. Tired of it. What do I want from 7-Eleven? Well, I can't have vodka because they don't sell hard liquor here. I guess I'll settle. Coconut water. I don't know. Like, let me ask you guys a question. This is kind of on the dark side. I apologize for taking it there. But let me ask you, if a guy, is this foreplay or is it attempted murder? If a guy holds you down with his knee on the bed, has his office chair in your face, and is choking you out with your T-shirt, is that attempted murder or is that because he loves you? I don't know. He says to me, quit calling me your boyfriend. I'm like, okay, I'll quit calling you my boyfriend. But we've lived together for 3 years, so I don't know, what are they common? Okay, you're my common law husband. How about that? Can I sue you now? I'll tell you, it's kind of weird coming from a white trash family too, you know. But my mother was a very traditional woman. God rest her soul. She was very traditional. She used to gather us kids together every Christmas and tell us the same little story. Now you kids know, if you show any of the neighbors your gifts, they're gonna want their things back. Probably gonna. Probably going to call the police on us again, and you'll end up back in the foster home. Is that what you want? We're like, no. We don't want to end up back in the foster home where they feed us 3 meals a day. We know what a real school looks like now. We get to live in the trailer park instead of just the park. No. My sister and I aspired to do better. She became a librarian. She went back to school, got her bachelor's, her master's. What's the first one? Junior, no, no.
You get your bachelor's and you get your
master. Oh yeah, okay. I messed that joke up.
You said
Yeah, no, she got her bachelor's, her master's. Now she's going after her doctor's. I just want a doctor who's a bachelor at this point. That's all my time. Thank you all very much. You're so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tamara Mary, I'm on Facebook. Tamara Ware, Instagram. Tamara Mary, Gmail. My phone number is area code 562-837-7354. My bank account number, my food stamp card, my I can't remember. No, damn it. No, my EBT number is. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh, WIC. No, I wish. I wish I had a couple kids. I wish I had some kids to bring myself off. Thank you guys very much. You okay?
I'm fine. Put it back for me, please.
Oh, yeah.
And is it Tamara, Tamara?
Yes, Tamara Mary.
Tamara Mary. Okay.
I'm in between last names right now, so I go by my middle name, Mary.
There you go. Mother Mary dressed in blue. Teach me how to pray. Don't you fall when you go up the stage.
No, I won't.
All right, I'm watching.
Okay.
Because I can't sue me. Because I'm half white trash. All right? Now, my cousins tell me not to say that. They say that, what do they say? It's not about hatred, it's about heritage. Not to worry about that. All right, so I'm going to wait till you go out because I want to make sure that this goes. Those are my keys. Those are my keys. Thank you so much. It's okay. They're used to it. I'm usually taking somebody else's keys. I'm glad somebody else is doing what I do. You're set? You have your keys?
Yeah, but when you're done, I just wanted to chat with you for a second.
Sure, I will. I'm going to bring up the next act.
Yeah, of course.
I want you to see her come on the stage because she's so beautiful.
Okay.
And she's banging. And you only have to hang for the one and only Shemaya Bang.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for having me. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. Especially you. You came a long way. Telepathic. It's called telepathic memory. I know all about it. I smoke so much, I don't even know how I got here. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shumaya Bang Weinstein, baby, and no relation to Harvey Weinstein. That's right. It's all about the bang, and the bang is for Bangladesh. You know where Bangladesh is from? Do you know where Bangladesh is from? That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Not a lot of people know where Bangladesh is from, so we had to make sure we established that. But I'm originally from New York. You know, thank you so much. I moved out here from New York right before the pandemic, 2019. I'll never forget it. It was like history in the making. Also, that's the year I got married. My life changed. Wow. I think that's the day I got imprisoned. Yeah, clap it up for me. That's right. That's right. No. My husband's very supportive. I married the real E from Entourage. I'm sure you've heard of the famous show, so you probably think, yeah, she's got it made in the shade, living that glamorous life. No, not at all. Actually, they told me that I need to get a 9-to-5. Like, my husband's friend said I need to get a 9-to-5. I said, really? Like, after 13 years of being on my back, I got to get on my 2 feet and do a 9-to-5? Are you fucking kidding me? No way. I am going to do this on my back like I've been doing it, bitch. That's right. No, I told him, you know what? I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to hold you down because, you know, that's what we do. We New Yorkers, we ride or die type of girls. So I said, you know what, baby? You stay home because we have a newborn. We have a 3-year-old. So thank you. Yes. I said, you watch the baby while I go hit them clubs. Yes. He said, what club? Not the one on La Cienega where, you know, they be showing all them thing, right? I said, no. We can't be having the people from Chabad seeing all this, you know, even though I'm not religious. But I am going to go hit up the comedy club. Yes, baby. Yes. And I decided to hit the comedy club because I died, and then I undied, and then I died, and I came back to life on my birthday. Yes, that's right. I died on my birthday. You know, according to the Jewish religion, that's like a tzaddikim. Tzaddikim, that's like a righteous soul, and I am definitely not righteous, baby. I am not righteous. Hashem, Allah, Akbar. Jesus said, no, 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 she is not ready. We are not ready for her. Yes, so on my birthday, instead of having bubblies, I was actually injecting IVs in my body, right? Instead of Ebaldi, I was having hospital food. Oh yeah, it was like life-changing. And I found out I had kidney stones. Yes, that's right. And now I am certified, officially, a cone stone surviving bitch. Yeah, baby. Yeah, have you ever had kidney stone? Yeah? Anybody? Oh, you're lucky. Yeah, no. Oh my God. I mean, it is the worst. Let me tell you. So, I thought I died after, my birthday. Then the doctor tells me I got to go home with the stent. The only stent I've heard of is stents in your heart. I've never heard of a stent in your kidney. So I'm like, all right, the doctor's like, yeah, I'll put it in you. You're going to be fine. Go ahead, go on home, live your life. Mind you, I got a 3-year-old. So I'm walking around with my 3-year-old. Now, this does not feel like a regular tampon, It does not feel like a tampon. I didn't even know there was a third hole. Did you know there's a third hole? You too, you have 3 holes. Shit, you do. And it's called the urethra. It sounds so sexy, urethra. But it's so far from sexy. Oh my God, so far from sexy. It's like, what is it? It's a UTI. UTA. I've never had any of those. They've never called me. None of it. But I've had that. And that shit was a bitch. Anyways, so imagine me as a woman. This is in the inside. My piping is on the inside. Now imagine you probably call your Johnson, right? Woo! So imagine how long his thing is. So when they pull that, it's like a fishing line. Reel it in, baby, reel it in. That's right. So you know how I like my men. So I used to like them black, and they say once you go black, you never go back. Well, I went kosher, baby. That's right. Yes. I love you, E. I love you. I love you. Thanks for supporting me. Because, I be having so many crushes. Like, they don't let me out. They really don't let me out. My husband, his people, nobody lets me out. So this is my only way to get out. And I have a 3-year-old. Let me repeat that again. So this is my only way to talk my shit, get some laughs, make people laugh. I go to the LA Comedy School to master my craft. Soon, I'm going to be at the Comedy Store doing my residence. It's like a doctor, baby. I have 2 master's degree, right? So instead of going for a PhD, I'm doing my residence 1 joke at a time, 1 punchline at a time, and even sometimes I break some jaws with some of my punchlines. Yes, that's right. So, today is Martin Luther King's Day, and we must give it up, especially coming to California. It's very different than New York. New York, everywhere you go, Black Lives Matter, MLK, especially me, I'm in a sorority. His wife, Coretta Scott King, is also an Alpha Kappa Alpha member, Ski Wee, Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, and then you got Shamaya Bang, baby. That's right. So I have a dream, too. That's right. I have a dream that I'm going to be a comedian. And I am a comedian, baby. That's right, bitch. I'm here. Anyways, it's Monday morning. Let me tell you how my day went. Usually Mondays is hard because it's the beginning of the week. After Shabbat, just the whole hectic weekend with the family and the kids. So Monday is my day to relax. So I've decided that I'm going to make Mondays, Tuesdays is my Zohar day. That's like a Jewish thing. Wednesdays, again, is comedy school day. Thursday but Monday decided to make my massage day, my day, me day, right? So I go to the massage parlor. There's a big old sign that says, no sexual favor. Duh. I almost felt like Mr. Kraft, okay. So, yeah, I take off my clothes and I'm laying there. Here in LA, it's legit. I love my lady Rose. She's like Thai, Swedish, she's official. I could close my eyes and not have to worry. Really. And I'd be like, make sure it's a woman. But when I went to New York, I was really going through it right before the baby. I was stressed. I called up for a massage, and I'm like, please, please, I need a woman. I need a woman. They're like, all right, call back at 2 o'clock. 3. It was just like so hectic. I was like, all right, fine. Finally got through. My friends told me about the Russian baths. So I'm like, okay, all right. But let me tell you, I go there, they start me with the happy beginning, and then they was talking about happy ending. I said, oh, no, I got to go to the bathroom, and I just left. I was like, that's my kid. Next time I might stay, you know. I wasn't sure if I would have got arrested or what, so I was really, really scared. But let me tell you another joke on that note. You know, coming out to LA has made me homeless. Like, it took me to come to Los Angeles to become homeless. Like, really, like, the other lady was talking about getting thrown out of her trailer. I was about to get thrown out of my apartment because my husband forgot to pay the rent. Hello. You know, you would think that I'm out here auditioning for the glam life with E, you know, in my Christian Louboutin. But instead, I'm here auditioning for Lone Survivor, Los Angeles, off of Wilshire Boulevard. Really? You know, and instead of like looking for like auditioning for spots and getting these big parts in A-list movies, I'm out here looking for spots on the sidewalk next to homeless bitches. Talk about, can I get a bus down? Really? I mean, what the heck? I might not be, you know, hitting them freaking big numbers in my bank accounts, but at least I'm hitting these big ass punchlines with my homeless jokes and setting some hard foundation. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is my moment. This is your moment. Give it up. Thank you so much. My name is Shumaya Bang. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram, ShumayABang. Thank you so much. And thank you to Sunda.
Thank you, Shumaya. These are jokes. I'll steal them. You know, that's so wonderful. Let me just say this before I forget. The woman that was here said if you people want to go to her room, that you'll go there and you'll get first choice to go up. And it's Universal Tavern or something. Maybe you know of it? Thank you. That's why I have to bring him up, the one and only Brendan Weeks. All right? He knows it. Let me tell you, he knows where everything is. That's true. Bang.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, living in LA is definitely a struggle for sure. It is a rough city. I have been here now over about 10 years. About 10 years. Yep. I've had a very interesting life here in LA. I spent most of it driving because that is what you do when you are in LA, right? You drive. Everything is 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 35, God forbid, an hour away. Even though the place you want to get to is less than 5 miles away. And that is the nature of this monster of this city, right? I don't mind driving. I spend a lot of my time of my life in cars, all right? I've been a traveling baby. I was you know what I mean, like a car baby, right? My dad had a lot of jobs growing up. Actually, when my brother was born in Long Beach, we drove cross country back to New York, me and my father. So we've always connected in the car, right? And one of the things that me and my dad used to drive a lot to was his after-school program, all right? He actually ran it through the New York State Governor's Office, where he created the Martin Luther King Institute for Nonviolence. Yeah. After his Broadway career dried up. He had to figure out a new hustle. But luckily, entertainment and politics go hand in hand, right? And so he used his connections and was able to establish this after-school program where he took inner-city youth and trained them to become performers, right? And he ran this program for 25 years, right? and forced me to go all of those years. Every Thursday, Friday, I would be with my father going to rehearsal from my little podunk town in upstate New York to the Capitol building in Albany, New York, right? And a lot of fond memories traveling with my dad, right? And we used to talk politics all the time, right? We used to talk, and he was a nihilist, all right? And at the young age of, 16 and onwards, being in this after-school program, I was always filled with piss and vinegar of revolution, right? I would always tell my dad, we'd listen to NPR on the way in, and obviously they know how NPR pushes all of Mark's conservative buttons, but NPR used to be good. It used to be fair. It used to be what PBS thought it used to be, right? And I know, it's a controversial take. And being in this car, listening to NPR, me and my dad would go back and forth. And I would tell him, no, we need to make a change. And he was like, Brennan, listen, society is rotten to its core, right? My dad was born in the late 40s, raised through the civil rights movement, was able to be in a lot of different black performance pieces that definitely made a difference on Broadway, right? Okay. Now, all of that to say, right? I was in this after-school program, the Martin Luther King Institute Student Theater Outreach Program. And what my dad would do would be to apply for grants around New York State, and they would give us money to go basically perform at black churches, okay? So it'd be me, 7 or 8 other inner-city school children, and my father pretending he was African, okay? My dad created a hustle where he would play African drums, all right? He became an African percussionist. He taught me all these rhythms. I played drums for 16 years of my life. And he taught the choreography to the African dancers, right? My dad was a choreographer, obviously Broadway trained, everything. And we used to go on tour, right? And one of the places where we ended up was John Brown's cabin up in Lake Placid, New York. And so if I build you this picture, also the 1988 Olympics were held in Lake Placid, New York. And so we would perform in front of John Brown's cabin, and right behind them would be an Olympic ski jump, okay? And we're singing African rhythms like Kosi Sikelele, Funga Alafia, right? And we would be singing these full volume, Kosi Sikelele, Africa. We'd have Olympic skiers jumping behind us. It looked like it was weird. All right. It was weird. We would be singing and drumming. And we'd be performing our hearts out. We'd just be looking at the crowd like, all right. And it'd be back to the performance. And I did that for 16 years of my life, right? And I've always thought about the conversations with my father, and thankfully he passed away in 2015, right before Trump was elected, okay? All right? So he did not get to see the dumpster fire we are in, because it would have just proved him right, and I hate that, okay? It shouldn't be this way, right? And I've thought, since my father's passing, how could it get any worse, right? And I bet you $5 they'll probably get rid of Black History Month next month with the way things are going right now, okay? And I don't know. For instance, did you know it's MLK Day today, that last year they took away free park passes for MLK Day, right? I understand DEI is a hot button issue, right? But what the fuck does nature have to do with civil rights, all right? I get it. If you want to be free, you should be free in nature. But apparently the government doesn't think so anymore, okay? Now you have to pay to go to Martin Luther. Okay. Pay to go to a park. MLK did not die. Okay. for you to not be able to go to the rolling hills of Georgia with little black boys and little black girls, and they shouldn't have to pay admission. All right? All right. And so I always think about what my father said about society. And recently, speaking of Trump, he just finished visiting the Ford Motor Company, right? And he gave the finger to that guy, right? We all saw that, and it was very presidential of him, you know. But one thing that they did not mention that I saw on social media, which was very interesting, was that Donald Trump emits a smell. And there's been rumors talking about this smell. It smells fetid. It smells like a corpse. It smells like death and shit, okay? And so when my father said that he thought society was rotten to the core, how right was he? Starting from the center of it all. Thank you guys so much. I am Brenna Weeks. That was 10 minutes of fun. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunda.
Listen, you got to do that for Black Ski. They got to book you.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Oh, you have to. You have to. It's great. I know you guys are like, there's no such thing as. All right, guys, get ready for your headliner that's coming up before the headliner, because we got baby headliners and big headliners, and this chick is my headliner. I love her to death. Samantha Linderman, get up here. Get up here. And now you got a new room on Tuesday nights. That's what she said. Okay. Don't worry about it. My kids do this to me all the time. And you're putting on your, really? You're putting on, because we care.
I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse me, I didn't know what was going on, I'm sorry.
She's such a silly goose.
Here, take this, here. Here you go. Oh, thank you. Yes. I don't know why, okay, I don't know what happened, guys. How you guys doing? Good. Are you good? Are you manic? Yeah. Can you believe my psychiatrist never asked me that? Probably because he's a psychiatrist and you can't ask somebody that. I would never go back. I'd be like, excuse me? I can recite 100 digits of pi right now. You want to see? Manic? I'll show you, Manic. Oh my God. Clinical. But I mean, it got to the point where in group therapy, like this girl was talking. And I never went through this I never had this kind of mania. Like she got she was covered, like she came on a Wednesday and then Thursday had 10 more tattoos. She grew up a YouTube child. I mean, I don't have any basis for that. I don't know. She made me feel old. And they looked at me and they're like, Sam, do you have any feedback? And I was like, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, because I don't have the training to like not be honest, but be honest. It's like, honestly, girls, stop getting tattoos. Like, you know, power to you, but you should probably stop. I was like, honestly, if I were you, like, I would stop. Getting tattoos. Because everybody was like, live your truth. They're so cute. I love the fine lines. And I was like, we are on a fine line right now of being kind and enabling. And you know what I mean? That's a hard one of being a, you know, accepting person. My dad has started using the phrase, your truth, which just means fuck you, but it's nicer. You know? Well, is that one of your truths? Or is that based in reality? I told him, I was like, can I give you feedback? I'm always asking people what they want feedback. I was like, what do you want me to do? You want me to talk, whatever? And he's like, yeah, if it's going to be based in reality. And I was like, I have to step away. I'm manic, I gotta go, I'm manic, you made me manic. Trigger. I honestly, I have done it all, you guys, I've done it all. The first time I went to a psychiatrist, talk about rotting, Brennan, talk about fucking rotting. Like, this guy, probably one hair spread into 4 hairs across his head, square-shaped head, stuffy office. I forgot about the appointment, so I was a little bit fucked up. And it's not my fault. I forgot. It was only 2 p.m. on a fucking Thursday, and I was 17. Like that. My mom was right. I show up, and he's like, "Do you want your mom to come in to give a brief history?" In front of her, he asked me, and I'm like, "Fuck! Like I have to have her come in." First of all, like I was not all there, but also history. I mean, at the time I'm 17. Like I only remember 12 and up. Like she knew it all. I'm like, help! Like show him. Like what are we doing? Like I had to beg to see a therapist. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Why did they want to listen? Like they were like, just talk to me, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I should have just gave them my journal. When my dad, you know, let me know that he read my journal, and I was like, why would you do that? Like I was like a spirit, like, and he was like, you left it out, which is so crazy, but it's a good lesson too. It's like you shouldn't leave it out. It's not right, but you know. I know. It's like I have a friend who lost her like journal in a frat house. It was me. I was like, life is art, and I'm gonna find my screenplay, and I'm like, and I mean, I was bald, so I really was like in the frat, out of the frat. I got it all done. I've lived a couple lives to get to where I'm at. To get to where I'm at now. You're talking about driving with your dad. I love driving with my dad. When I was younger, also, I feel like we spent time together. We got McDonald's. Like, don't tell mom McDonald's. That's a great ad, but like a sad ad too. Like that's a layered situation. We have to get into that. Don't tell mom, you know. And it's like we're happy. Don't tell mom we're getting along. Welcome to McDonald's. Like the secret's family, but it's really just like fried. Mind you, it's killing him. Mind you, it's like mom's right. Oh, the psychiatrist. Let me bring it back, okay, guys. But my dad has road rage, and and that comes back to the psychiatrist, believe it or not. He ran him over. No, I'm kidding. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, guys. It's not even funny because it just happened in Beverly Hills, and there were 3 helicopters around my elementary school, and they're all saying helicopter. Like, it was crazy. It's hard because it's like it is cool to see 3 helicopters. Like one was like, okay, 2, 3. I'm like, and I'm making jokes. I'm like, it was me. I'm like, it was you. Like I'm freaking them out. What did you do? Which is probably bad, but he was like, it's me. Like he's not. I was gonna start naming the kids. That's really bad. Basically, the psychiatrist talks to us for like 20 minutes. First of all, I thought he was gonna like ask my mom to leave. Like he never asked my mom to leave. Right off the bat is like, when was the last time you thought about killing yourself? Not if. When. Not how. Are you having when? And I was like, never. Oh my, I would never think that. Why would you think that I think that? Anyways, he was like, so you're diagnosed depressed. I was like, whatever, anxiety, whatever. Like boring. I was like waiting. I'm like, okay. And he's like, ADHD girl type, which to this day, nobody else has said that that's a real thing. So it wasn't like, you know, more expensive. It wasn't pink. It didn't vibrate. Nothing. Like girl type. I was like, what's boy type? Like, I don't know. I feel like my ADHD is more boy than girl. If anything, it's non-binary. No, okay, stop. Okay. And then he was like, he said, okay, he also diagnosed me with like this PMS thing, and I was like, I barely got my period. Like, I don't know. I didn't bring it up. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, are you reading the right file? Like, and an autoimmune disease that he was researching. And I was like, okay, I didn't even give a blood test. That's crazy. Is this a psychic? What else? Am I really fucking an Aquarius? Like, what's going on? But he told me I had possible Tourette's. And, you know, for my fellow comics, like, we probably said some shit and people look at you like you're crazy. And, like, there were times I wished I had Tourette's. I was like, I wish I had Tourette's, because if I had Tourette's, then my dad has Tourette's, right? I was pissed. I was like, Tourette's? You want to see real Tourette's? I was like, I freaked out, right? And he was like, only talk about people in the room. I was like, if I have fuck Tourette's, then you have Tourette's. My mom has Tourette's. Your wife, the receptionist, has Tourette's. Everybody in this building. I freaked them. Because why would you like say that? Nothing wrong with Tourette's. Like, But it was my dad's excuse to be really just say the wrong thing. He would say what? He would say, what? I'm Italian. Or he would say it's his Tourette's. But it was good. I mean, I learned a lot through his, Tourette's. I learned the C word. This woman was, behind the wheel, God forbid. That's why I don't drive, guys. I want to make men happy. Like, I want to give you guys a break. I don't want to give you another reason to, get out of the car with the fucking hammer. That shit was crazy. That's real life. Did you see it? Okay, should I even share it? I'm the worst. Okay, here's an impression of me as a news anchor. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Let me know. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, give me the light, but are you ready? Okay. Can I tell you guys what happened? No! It's bad. It's really bad. I don't want to say it. Okay. So this guy, and then I'd be like, is it a guy or a girl? Was it a guy or a girl? It was a man. It was a man, of course. Calm down, guys. Calm down. There was like road rage. Like he stopped, he got out of his car, beat this guy with a hammer. It wasn't enough. He gets in his car and runs him over. And guess what? He is dead. Somebody said it looks like he may have been trying to kill him. Really? What led you to believe? Was that your truth? Guys, this was actually a really great night. Like, you killed it when she came in and everything was, I felt like I was at the store. I was like, wow. I was like, it's just a show and like shit happens. You made me feel like I was like, wow. Wow. That's the tape. That's the tape, babe. That's the tape. I'm looking at my air, like, this was a really, anyways, so live your truths, be true. I would love to welcome this true, divine essence, beautiful spirit to the stage. She'll change your life like she's changed ours. Put it together for the one and only Mischief.
Imagine my surprise going on after Sam. She killed it, guys. Let's give it up for Sam again. Honestly, I was just going to come up here and talk about my social media, but like why not? I wrote some things down. Like, let's just get them out there. We can like practice together. Why not? Okay. So I was thinking about the whole, Aaron said taking jobs. We're coming for the jobs. We're coming for the jobs. And, I was thinking, like, God will really block your path if it's not meant for you, So one time, like last year, I didn't have a job for 4 months, right? And so I'm getting desperate, man. Like, I'm on Indeed, like, just, like, going at it. Like, I'm just going. But, like, I'm not, like, I was getting desperate, but not really. I was still on unemployment. So I was like, I would send it in, but then if they want me to manually fill the resume, no. Like, you have the resume. Like, attached. Resume is attached. Resume is attached. Okay, so I know I didn't get that one. Or, like, sometimes you would submit it. You'd submit everything. And then they'd be like, okay, now apply on our website. Go fuck yourself. But I would just still submit. Like, why not? Like, who knows? Maybe they might be lazy, too. And so one time, I was getting desperate, and I found myself applying at Ralph's, right? And this is funny because he was just talking about Ralph's. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to go to Ralph's. Why not? Like, seasonal, I'll do it. So I'm in there, and it's like kind of like a group like setting in a way. Like, they're still doing one-on-ones, but we can hear everything that's going on. And I'm hearing everything like, yeah, I've got like 3 years experience. I used to be a bagger. And that I'm like, oh. So you guys are really looking. So I literally get up there and I'm like, yeah, I just need a job. I said, I'm good. Like, whatever you guys want me to do. Like, quick learner, great with the team. Like, yeah, like I'm just wanting to try this out. And yeah, I didn't get that call back, needless to say. So I don't really think, it made me feel like not a real like Mexican because I'm like, damn, I didn't get this job. Definitely, there was a white guy interviewing. He got it. So what job am I stealing? Right. It made me feel bad. I was like, fuck, I'm not trying hard enough. Like, Shit, no, but that was fun for me. That was really, yeah, got a great job now. So that's great. So I know like a food, like a restaurant is gonna be great when you see Mexicans in the kitchen. Don't care. Like if I'm at the ramen spot and there's Mexicans in the kitchen, great. Great. Like that's perfect for me actually. But there's exceptions. There's exceptions. Italian restaurant, it could be hit or miss. Hit or miss, like literally. I work at a ghost kitchen, so we have an Italian kitchen there. The lady is super sweet. One time she's like, I'll make you anything you want. Like, just come over there. I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'll get a little fettuccine, you know, put some spinach. You know, I'm whipping it up. This like sauce was so runny. There was no seasoning. I'm like, queen, I love you. Like, there's just like hit or misses, right? At the deli. I don't know if I'm really trusting it. Like, you know, like I've been at the deli so many times. I'm like, oh, I want some home fries. Like, why not? I'll get some home fries. Why not? They come, they look great. They're all orange with the sazon. They have bell peppers, onion. It kind of even smell good too, so it kind of gets you. You eat it, there's no seasoning. There's no seasoning. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then also like vegan restaurants too, because I feel like as a Hispanic, like meat is like a core in our food. So it's like with vegan restaurants, I feel like they just don't give a fuck. They're like, man, let's just get this shit going. But other than that, I love seeing my people in the kitchen, especially at Pan Express. Like, we're talking about Pan Express. I love seeing Mexicans at Pan Express. Like, I think that should be a core job for us. Like let's keep that going. So lately on Instagram, I've been seeing people do like a 2016 trend. Right, like they're posting it. I don't think I'd go far as like post. I posted on my story, but I don't think I'd go as far as posting on my page because I'm like, 2016 was weird for me. You know, I'm still like a kid, so I'm not doing like all of like Coachella and like Hollister moment. Like I was actually kind of really like getting depressed. So 2016 for me was getting a bob with a baby face. So I had baby face with like this office sleek bob. Why? I don't know. I just saw it on Instagram. I was like, I want to do this. Yes. And like now it's 2016, right? So I'm like, I think I was a junior at the time. And I'm like, okay, we're going to parties. Like now we're going to parties. And me and my friends, they're all going to parties. Guess who's not getting talked to? The bitch with the bob. Cause I looked like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I looked crazy, baby face with a bob. Like I'm like, So that summer, I was not outside. I was inside the house, binge watching Secret Life of an American Teenager, crying. And I would be making myself like cups of bacon. Like, y'all, I was just like, let me just let myself go this summer. Like, fucking, like, if I fucking hate myself with the bob, I'm gonna commit to the bit, and we're just gonna do whatever. Like, breakfast, stable breakfast, no, babe. We're gonna make, like, 6 strips of bacon, cut it in half, because that's 12 in my brain, and I'm gonna get the hazelnut cookies from Trader Joe's and put whipped cream on all of them, and I'm just gonna have a good time today. Like, and I did that for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. And, hey, like, you just have to let yourself do things. Like, sometimes I'm like, damn, what should I say or what should I reveal or like stuff like that? But I really don't care. Like, at least I let myself do it. Like, my brand, I guess, would be she tries it all. Like, I don't know. If she wants to do it, she'll do it. Because, like, why not? So, yeah, I did, let myself do that. Because why not do that now? I mean, then do it now. Like, you know? That's my excuse for over drinking, too. I'm like, I'd rather black out when I'm 19 than 31. Like, I shouldn't have been blacking out in general. But hey, like, those were good times. Like, you got to learn your limits. That's another excuse. You got to learn your limits. Like, babe, it's been like the 10th time. Like, you didn't learn them yet? But we're good now. We're good now, guys. We're good now. So, yeah. So, there's a little thing. I feel like sometimes it's really easy to get validation as a girl. Like, you just go around any guy, and it's just, like, stupid, but, like, it'll, like, feed your ego a little. So, like, I've just been around guys, and, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of how shallow it sounds when it's just so stupid. Like, you can come over there, like, mascara. You barely, like, did your eyebrows. You do makeup so good. I've never seen anybody do makeup like you. Like, these bitches gotta take notes. Bitches. Bitches. No, like, anything. Like, I literally was parking, and there was a man in my car, and he's like, good job. Like, wow, like, you did that so great. I'm like, thanks. Oh, my God. I'd never done this before. Like, like, thanks. Like, please. Like, so, but sometimes it is fun. Because I'm like, oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. one thing like men are silly about, I feel like, are blue balls. I feel like men will try and make you feel so bad about that. Like, that's the worst thing in the world. Like, bitch, I get my period every month. I bleed. And it's rough. So you want to talk about, you don't even know right now. Like, you don't even know. I know. Bitch, imagine the concept of having to take a shit while you're bleeding. Yeah, and for months on end till you're like 50. So fuck your blue balls. I don't know. I just thought about that too. I was just like, I don't know. It's just so silly. Like, I don't know. It's so silly. So that's all I really had to say today. I don't know what's going to come out of my brand from this message. Again, I guess I'll try it all. Like, again, I'll try out these jokes. Why not? So, yeah, my name's Jen. I go by Divine on Instagram, Divine World, DIVINEEWORLD. I really like social media. That's what I've been trying to do. It's kind of hard scheduling with your real job. But honestly, I saw this quote, and I'm really going to try to stick to it. It's like, if you can clock in for 6 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours for somebody else's dream and goal, why can't you clock in for yours? Yeah, wow. So on that note, I'm going to bring up the lovely Sunda because she's given me several opportunities to clock in, and I love her for that dearly.
I clock in, but I don't clock out. Thank you. And guess what else you're going to learn about that period thing? It goes on after 50. Yes, it does. Don't believe the stories. Don't believe the stories. So that was a funny thing. Jesus Christ, I wish it did stop at 50. I wish that everything would stop at 50. I'm just kidding. Because I'm not 50 yet in my other world. But right now, tonight, I want to thank all of you for watching. My name is Sunda Krunkas. You guys have been terrific. And don't forget, Tuesday nights at Universal Bar and Grill.